Watch your feet, yeah. What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, thank you.
Big love to you. Glad you're here for this.
Thank you. Where, say the
Right there,
pavilion
yeah.
up there, yeah.
I'll film some beer on the beaches because it's quiet as hell.
Hey mate, you alright?
What's happening?
It's nice to meet you.
Good
I like
to meet
your
you.
content.
Thank you, brother.
Hope you stay safe.
Oh, he's a paramedic. I should be a bit more concerned about my surroundings at the moment, but I just feel like it's very safe here at the moment. There's a lot of police around. Everything's blocked off, so I'm just sharing the stream. We're going to go to the pavilion where I believe there are people gathering to pay their respects to the victims. And as usual, we're going to bring you behind the scenes. This is part of this trip here. I don't know how long it's going to last. We're following the story here in Sydney, in Bondi, for protectthejews.com.au. Make sure if you haven't done so already, join the thousands that have signed the petition. I think we can go, mate. The roads are blocked and we're standing here waiting like idiots.
Wait, help me put my headphones on.
Good.
Talk.
1 2 1 2, getting sound, yeah. Just try. Here, that's the bridge, isn't it? That is the bridge. That looks like where everyone's meeting. Come. What'd you say?
I want to film people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Am I allowed to walk up there, you wonder?
Yeah, we're walking. It's fine. We're going over there. That's where people are gathering.
No, 'cause I think we can donate blood here.
Let's go. I'll walk up the bridge.
No, I think it's fine. Avi, I've always wondered if I'd ever see you.
How you going, boys?
Good man.
Thanks for your service, eh?
Thank you.
Everything good here?
Don't film.
Don't film here.
I appreciate we don't.
Good on you guys.
No, you ask hard questions. I appreciate it. What's you? Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah. Here we go. We know that New South Wales police are a bit better. No. See you later, boys.
Pardon?
I can do an open to there. Coming up. Yeah, I reckon do an open to
I
that.
don't see that many bullet holes in it.
Ready? All right, firstly, welcome to the live stream, guys. We're here in Bondi at the scene of ESA's horrific terror attack where at least 16 people attending a Hanukkah event were murdered in cold blood. Just for the simple fact of being Jewish in 2025 in Australia. So now we're just here to see how the community is reacting, responding, the Jewish community and the broader community. We're going to bring you live. This is the behind the scenes, as we've been doing lately, of our covering of different stories. And this week we're going to cover this story wherever it takes us. And tonight it's taking us here. There's an organic gathering of people to pay their respects. And remember, there's still a lot of people still in hospital now, so we don't know what the final figures are. Hopefully there's only good news from here on in. But in this live stream, you're going to see the behind the scenes, how we produce and publish this content as well. What's going on, guys? You all right? You guys all right to be on camera? No? All good. If you come here, you're going to be on camera. You're going to.
I watched your stream last night. Yeah, watch all your videos.
We're relatives of Daniel Lowry in Israel.
Yeah.
You're relatives of Daniel.
Yeah.
One of my favorite people on the planet.
I thought so.
He is literally one of my favorite people.
Take care.
Thanks.
Say hi to Rukshan.
Rukshan's getting low. Hey. I don't know what is going on here. Hey mate, are you in Sydney? Yeah, I'm walking in now. I'm just doing an opening to my thing and then I'm coming. I'm at the bridge. Okay. Alright. Because okay, so what? Let me do an open for the report.
Yeah.
I don't know what this report's going to be, but get a good shot for the open and then we'll go to where it is. Yep.
Are we gonna start from here?
I reckon start from here and go in there for the opening.
Not pan.
Oh, I'll just walk. I don't know. Yeah, I might pan it. Yeah? Avi Yemini in Bondi Beach. Less than 24 hours after the horrific terrorist attack happened right here, the bridge behind me, you can recognize from some of that footage that came out last night with two terrorists coming here and firing at a Hanukkah party, killing at least 16 people who came to celebrate the Jewish holiday on a December night. I'll do it again. I don't really like that open. It's a bit clunky. Ready? Avi Yemini for Rebel News in Bondi Beach at the exact location where not 24 hours ago 2 terrorists opened fire on a Hanukkah party, killing at least, at this point, 16 people for the crime of being Jewish in 2025. You can see there are crowds now gathering to pay their respects, so we're going to go find out what's happening here now. Go with that. All right. Yeah. But also keep a clean shot that you're not making people sick.
Avi,
What's happening?
can I talk?
Yeah, of course you can.
We've had.
What is that?
I'm Mendy. I was there yesterday protecting my daughter with bullets skimming past my ears. I witnessed police running away. I witnessed other people who supposedly were supposed to be carrying firearms run away. I'm not sure if they were or weren't. I love the work that everybody does to protect our country. I love all the amazing multicultural resources. But I spoke to someone in the top 3 of the police of New South Wales about 15 minutes ago who's here. And I asked him, I said, man to man, forget politics, man to man. I had bullets skimming past my ears protecting my daughter and 3 other kids like the Nova videos. And I said, man to man. I said, man to man. There was dozens of police there. I personally witnessed police hiding. Everybody else also saw the same thing. It's not me, there's camera footage. It probably won't be released, but there's camera footage. My question is, and you know what he told me, the deputy commissioner? He said these words. He said they had pistols. The other people had assault rifles. We can't do anything with pistols. That's why we didn't shoot back. So that's all I could say. I mean, us as a community, it's time to rethink all our security measures. As Jewish people, obviously, we're not cowards. We're not going to hide. The only reason why we're going to hide, the only reason why we're not going to go through tonight with the big Hanukkah event and tomorrow is because we don't believe that our community can actually protect us. Clearly, they failed. And I'm sure they'll step up and eventually get their act together. But currently, we're not shying down. We're not having a Hanukkah party tonight because we're afraid. We're not afraid. We're not afraid of no one. The only thing we're not doing it, we're only not doing it for one reason and one reason only. We don't feel protected. And the politicians can talk as much as they like. And I love our politicians. I love our country. But don't say you can protect us when clearly you can't. When you have police hiding on the side with pistols, scared to shoot back. You got two shooters and dozens of police. The siren started 60 seconds, at least, maximum, possibly less, after it happened. The siren started, there was only 3 types of shots fired, and it was the ones from the terrorists. Only after, and you can watch the video, anyone can watch the video, only after many minutes, a long time, a long period, but there were even shots fired back. So it's just, watching Eli Schlanger, who arranged this Hanukkah party, he came here to spread light, and watching him, I watched him get shot and fall to the ground. Okay? And there's not much more which could be said besides that we demand from our country to please put more effort in to protect us. If that means for the police to carry assault rifles, then do it. If it's going to cost a couple $1 million, take it away from some grants which they're giving to who knows what. But we need more protection because it's not okay like this. We live in a multicultural country, and this is out of hand.
Can you describe what it was like being there? So you said you had your 2 kids with you?
So I got into a fight with my wife yesterday afternoon before the event, and she refused to come with me. I have 2 twin boys, and she refused.
How old are they?
They are 1 year old. So she refused to come with the boys. Instead, I just took my daughter with me. So it was me and my daughter, and when the first shot, I've been to America before, and I've gone to the ranges, so I know what a gun sounds like. I heard that first shot, and I just grabbed all the kids next to me, and I shoved them into this truck. If you see the bridge, you won't be able to get there, but the 6 o'clock of the shooter, probably, 20 meters, direct 6 o'clock of the shooter. And we were just hiding, waiting like sitting ducks. The video from Nova with the people, and they go past and they're shooting the bodies. That's exactly what it was like. Music still going, the grass, all of us just waiting, sitting there with these kids.
What was going through your head at that moment?
I was saying Shema Yisrael. And I was hiding the kids, making sure that everyone's quiet, just whispering Shema Yisrael. That's what we say as Jewish people. We say God is one, and please protect us. And just hoping that knowing that several seconds earlier, I watched I saw police there was police everywhere. There was sirens. I'm like, okay, I'll take 60 seconds. I'll take these guys out. Nah, we sat for 10 plus minutes, waiting, sitting ducks, waiting. Everyone there, old, young, children, babies, kids, everyone.
So you said Shema, but what was running through your mind in that minute? Because I'm sure like a lot of Aussies would be watching this now going, you know, it's a Sunday afternoon where I take my kids to the beach on a, you know, I don't know if it was nice weather here last night.
Beautiful weather.
It was beautiful weather.
Beach was packed.
And then you're stuck, firstly, the incident, witnessing people getting shot, but then having to stand there for 10 or so minutes protecting them.
It was hiding under in a kid's 3D video, hiding under with a bunch of my daughter and her classmates and a few mums. Just squashed them all under the chairs. I left myself a bit exposed, obviously. The only thing in your head is survival. Obviously, anybody know, you know, you just want to make sure that even if the guy does come in, because it started getting closer and closer as one of the guys came down. Thank God there was a amazing guy who was a Muslim, which is it just shows how amazing our multicultural country actually could potentially be. And he was a hero. I mean, he saved my life for sure, because if that guy would have not taken the gun from that guy, we all would have been gone. Me and my daughter, all her friends, my wife's best friend, all of us. So the only thing going through your head is survival, and just really hoping in the back of your head that the cops really are going to take these bastards down. But I don't want to give a message of negativity, really, because...
So I was going to say, what would your message be to that hero that the whole world has witnessed tackle the gunman?
Well, my message to him is, you know, we're a multicultural country. We respect each other's religions. You know, Muslims, Jews, Christians, our base religion is exactly the same, right? Our fundamentals and values, yes, there are radicals who like to change a few of the core morals and values, but our basic fundamentals and values, we all value human life, or we hope to value human life. And that was a clear example yesterday of a man who valued human life at his own cost. He got shot 3 times. And that was just a clear example. So my message is, yes, I'm personally highly traumatized. I'm personally feeling, you know, Rabbi Schlanger was my uncle of blessed memory.
But that was your uncle.
He's my uncle.
He's your uncle, and you watched him get killed.
I watched him get shot, and it's his event. It's his event. He made the event.
How many of the people that were killed do you know?
Most of them. I mean, people don't realize, you know, the figure 12, 13 killed. It's a very, very misleading figure, because you had them shoot 60, 70 rounds. I mean, I counted at least 50, 60, and that was at the moment, which, you know, your judgment isn't clear. And they just kept going, and it just kept going and going and going. I mean, yeah, Rabbi Schlanger made the event, and then watch him go down like that, and watch all these people. I mean, you have about 50, 60 shot. We have an amazing, I work with Hatzalah as well, so I'm a first responder. So right when it was the first time in my life I couldn't treat. So right when the shooting stopped, there was a guy, you know, next to my car just bleeding out, and I was my daughter, I couldn't even treat him, and I couldn't mentally. But I mean, there are probably 50, 60 at least. I mean, I was up the whole night going from hospital to hospital trying to identify people's bodies. The country, you know, we haven't been equipped with a mass casualty, the resources to deal with a mass casualty event like this. It's just simply not there. It's not there. So the Jewish community, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of us were assisting all the authorities last night, going from hospital to hospital, identifying people, contacting families, overseas members, liaising with coroners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Very, very intense. And there are a lot of very, very, very injured people. Just because there are only 12 dead, there are 60 or 50 or 40 Chazak. There are maybe 50, 60, 40, I don't know how many, who are shot in critical places, including my best friend who works for me. And he was on scene as the Hatzalah member, and he was shot, one of the first people, targeted directly, bang. He was wearing this, first responder Hatzalah.
So these are, for people who don't know at home, get a close-up of that. So this is a local volunteer first aid responders in the Jewish community here. People that volunteer. Volunteers, we carry a radio 24/7. We respond to any emergency. We work with all the paramedics, all the ambulances in New South Wales. We know all of them. In fact, when my partner was brought into the hospital, it took us hours to even find which hospital. All the paramedics know him because we got all the calls together, and they were all crying and worried about him. It just shows, you know, these people didn't discriminate. I mean, there was a 10-year-old girl who was pronounced dead this morning, Jewish girl. One of the other rabbis who arranged the event, his daughter was also shot in the leg, kid. I mean, they were just knocking everyone like ducks. Like Could you see it? Could you see, were they targeting like your friend wearing the first aid responder top, Did they target the little girl? Did they target her, or were they just shooting out into the crowd?
So it wasn't an automatic gun going like this. It wasn't like in a movie. We're talking about real. We're talking about guys. I mean, you could see in the video the guy's looking in his scope and he's bang knocking one, putting it because of the type of rifle it was. I heard that, you know, you put it back in however it works. You cock it, you aim, and you see he's precisely going bang, picking out the right people. I mean, and as well, I mean, this wasn't like two guys got in their car and drove here and suddenly, you know, started shooting at an event. They knew exactly where they were going. They knew exactly where to target. They knew what time to target it. In fact, I mean, this is crazy, but I mean, they came at the time where the menorah was supposed to be lit. For the last 30 years, this event has been going on, and at that time, at 6:30 is usually when the menorah is lit. That's when it all knocked off. They delayed lighting the menorah because Rabbi Ullman, one of the rabbis, he wasn't there yet, so they delayed it. But it seems like that they were waiting for that key moment to kick off. But they were precisely targeting, just picking out an individual. And again, it was a slow. It wasn't automatic fire. We're talking about shotgun, rifle style. I don't know exactly what gun it is. I want to make with guns, but they picked out. You can clearly, you know, bang. It was targeted. There was a gap between the bullets, right? Bang, shot, bang, bang. You know, and it's just absolutely crazy. I mean, we all knew it was coming. Let's be real. We all knew it was coming. But did I personally think I'd be there trying to save a few kids with my daughter and her best friend? No. Did I think it would happen at Bondi Beach? No. I thought it would be a lone wolf attack somewhere, not something on this level. And I thought that after, you know, all the money which the government pours into these type of resources, we'd actually have a response. But unfortunately, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be an investigation, like the Deputy Commissioner told me. There's going to be a big investigation into the response, and there's definitely a lot of failures which occurred. So I'm waiting to see that and hoping that the government steps up. And as Jewish people, I just want to say, yes, I'm traumatized. I'm going to deal with my problems. But as Jewish people, we ain't going to back down. We ain't going to back down. You see, we value life, they value death. And what we're going to do is we're going to grow. Judaism in Sydney is going to grow. Yiddishkeit and light in Australia is going to grow. We're not going to stop. We're going to take it 10x. We're going to bring the light of Hanukkah, which is today. The light, you know, all Hanukkah is about one thing only. Light over darkness. And you've said it many times. I've seen in your videos. You've said that idea many times. You're like a shliach yourself. You can't take it. It's part of the blood. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go 10x, as Grant Cardone says, 10x. 10x all the work here in Sydney. That's the only response we can possibly do.
You're so positive, and I can't imagine what you've actually been through, but how are you doing? How are you physically, like mentally, I guess more than physically, but how are you mentally going? How are you processing it all?
Well, in basic psychology, the first step is when you process it, you just have to you have to feel the pain initially. So I'm mourning, I'm feeling the pain. We'll see where it takes me. Obviously, I got actually, you know what, this is something really nice about our government. I got a call this morning from someone in the office of the multicultural Minister to New South Wales, and they called me just to say, what's going on, how are you, what can we help you with? So that was, that's an amazing thing. That was that was very nice. There's been tons and tons of things set up from the Jewish community, including, I'm not sure how much I could say, but there's a lot of resources coming in from different places to help out with, bodies, families, etc., because it's a real mess.
Australia loves you.
Australia loves us. Yeah. Yes. Australia loves everyone.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? So that was my next question. How are you feeling about the public, the broader community? So not the Jewish community, the Australian community's kind of response to this horrific incident.
It's amazing. I woke up this morning. I mean, I don't even know that my neighbor knows that I'm Jewish. I mean, we have a mezuzah, but we have like a townhouse. And I got a beautiful. They went to the shop this morning. It came in at 10 a.m. under our door. A letter, and I opened the door and had a bottle of wine, and they wrote this whole long, beautiful letter saying, "We stand with you. We're so sorry. We hope you're okay." That's Australia. That's the Australia I was born in. That's the Australia you were born in. That's the Australia which we live in and we want to live in, and we want to grow our families here. Not this Australia. And it's time for the government to stop at the words, stop at the games. No more games. People have been killed. I had bullets skim past my ears. Last week I was in Parliament. I spoke to Parliament for a Hanukkah party. I was the rabbi who addressed the Parliament, and I made a very strong message. And I said, we need a government which is going to be strong. And yes, they are strong, but we see clearly here that strength is not enough. We need to take it up to the next level. You know, I live in the eastern suburbs. I'm a regular Aussie. I pay my taxes. I'm an Aussie. I love Australia. I absolutely love it. My friends tell me move to Israel. I don't want to move to Israel. When Mashiach comes, I move to Israel. Now I'm here in Sydney. I love Sydney. I love our government. I love our country. Please step it up. Step it up. This guy had himself, the guy was father and son terrorists. The father had a license for 5 firearms. I mean, and he was on ASIO's watch list. Just explain to me how that works. Just basic logic, human. Forget politics, forget any games. Just explain to me man to man. I asked this a couple minutes ago, probably half an hour ago. I asked it to the deputy commissioner, and he was on the same page as me. He was like, it's crazy. He's like, it's crazy. It's absurd.
But the scary thing is they're already talking about it being a gun problem and more. I don't know how more gun legislation is going to help that. How about stop? If you're going to license, yeah, I think Jews need to start carrying. To be fair, like that's what in America.
Are we live?
You don't
Are
see,
we live
yeah,
or edited?
you don't see that in Miami, for example. I went to synagogue in Miami, and you didn't have these Palestinian protesters, these anti-Semites rocking up to the synagogues in Miami because everybody there's armed. Anyways, that's a different conversation. I hope they don't move.
Let's not go there. But
I hope they don't go there. What I did want to ask you,
everybody in America, I've studied in America for a couple of years. A lot of my family, my dad's originally American. Everybody carries there. Everybody carries for their safety, and that's why something like this happens. After about 30 seconds, the gunman gets taken out.
And what's your reaction? Is that there's obviously that's true, and that's in Israel. To be honest, the argument for carrying in Israel is that when there was the terrorist attacks, the spate of terrorist attacks, they were encouraging license owners to carry, and I think the statistic was about 95% of cases, terrorist incidents was taken out by a civilian. But different conversation. My question to you is, we're already seeing what we saw after October 7, what we saw after the Holocaust.
Everyone does.
After all these things, we're seeing people already denying it online, that it's, a Mossad operation. It's not.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel, somebody who lived through it, how do you feel seeing that?
I have X, and I'm quite in tune politically. I love politics. I'm quite in tune with the Israeli politics. What's going on in the Middle East. I'm quite in tune with Australian politics. And all I'll say is that, I deleted my X this morning. I love X. It's my favorite app. I deleted it. Seeing pictures of Rabbi Eli Schlanger, my uncle, who was shot and killed in front of my eyes, who arranged this event for kids. It was a kids event. Let's make that clear. It was a kids event, and to see him lying there on the floor, and then opening up my X this morning and seeing the Quads, I believe Al-Quads or Quads News. Quads News have 2 pictures of Eli Schlanger. He went to visit some IDF bases a couple months ago, or after October 7th, to give some strength to people and families who, bereaved families. And they post and they write, something Zionist, whatever. Like, there's nothing to do with Zionism, nothing to do with Israel. This is clear anti-Semitism. Let's not play games. Let's not be political. This is very clear. It doesn't take a genius to figure this out. A lot of smart people are in very high positions, and it's time for us to really have some action. Enough games.
Speaking of people that have conflated, and they often talk about the conflation of Zionism to Jews, a lot of those people that have rallied against especially in the political world, the Greens Party and that, do you hold any of them accountable for what happened here?
Only God can hold someone accountable. I don't like to make those judgments. Look. Do I agree with the Green Party? Of course not. Do I think? But do you think they're anti-Semitic? Yes, but no, I don't think that any of our governments are directly responsible. No, I don't think so. Who am I to judge? I don't know.
Do you think their rhetoric? Do you think the rhetoric that we've seen from a lot of these extremist politicians has fueled the kind of laid the groundwork for a position where 2 people who I'm guessing at least one of them's an immigrant, the other one may have been born here or not, the son, but that they felt that empowered and emboldened to target not even a Zionist event. It wasn't even an Israel event. It was a Hanukkah. It was a Jewish event.
Chabad are not per se Zionists. We're not officially, Zionists. We have no Israeli flags, but we don't sing Hatikvah. We don't have these Israeli. This has nothing got to do with Zionism. You don't see. Do I have an Israeli flag anywhere? An Israeli pin? No. Right? I love Israel. It's our homeland, but this has nothing got to do with Israel. This is, apples and oranges. So for people to say, look, let's be real here. This was all incited. If the protests in the city would have stopped 2 years ago, this wouldn't have happened. And that's it. That should be the title of all the news articles. You know, and I know that many people high up in the government tried to stop these protests. I know this firsthand from their mouth. They tried as hard as they could, but you know, it's
I guess that does answer my question, though. You do feel that it does fuel, so that anybody who are planning those, who have been running those protests, the rhetoric that's been spewed, you think has created the.
Look, if you want to shape it like that, yes. I wouldn't say it directly. I don't think it's because of their rhetoric. That's why this happened yesterday. No, I don't think because of it. Did it help it? Did some people's rhetoric help it? Possibly, yeah.
What do you think will help? What do you think needs to happen now?
I think ASIO needs anyone who, first of all, anyone who has a gun license and is on ASIO's watch list needs to be arrested. Simple. Is that complicated? Is that complicated for ASIO to do? We're talking about one of the top intelligence organizations in the world, respected by the CIA, respected by all of them. They're all respected. ASIO's top. Why do you have a guy with a gun license who's on your watch list? How is he not arrested? So that would be great.
That does sound a bit insane. That's like the lowest hanging fruit.
That's an Avi Yemini news story right there.
You think that's the easiest thing? Let's start with
that.
taking away gun licenses from people on the ASIO watch list.
Or anyone with a criminal. I mean, I don't know if these guys had a
You're not allowed to have a criminal. You're not allowed to have a criminal record. Really, you've got to be of good character. I don't know in New South Wales. It is pretty crazy. Like,
so you can be on the ASIO watch list, but you can still get a gun. But you can have 5 firearms, not confiscated, nothing.
I think it was his dad in his house, but yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So we couldn't get to him because dad.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm not worried about really, this case happened to be a registered firearm. You go to Western Sydney, there are a lot of firearms. Most of them are not registered, and your average terrorist who wants to commit an offence is going to be able to get his hands from the area, his hands on a gun from the area. So, but I think that you make a good point. The very minimum, if you're already going to have these gun laws where it's so difficult to get a gun, how can somebody on a terrorist watch list get it?
It just shows the pure and simple incompetence of certain people. It's pure incompetence. I mean, is that nothing less than incompetent?
You've been positive most of this time, so I'll let you end with a positive message to Australia. What would you say?
That us Jewish people are part of Australia. We've been here for many years. We've contributed immensely to society. We've contributed. I mean, walk around Sydney. I mean, thousands of businesses, thousands of lawyers, thousands of doctors, thousands of just simple, ordinary, good people, just regular Aussies. So I want to say that to all our fellow Australians, just know that, yes, this was a one-off event, and we hope and pray and that it never happens again. But also know that us as Jewish people, we're going to go much stronger. We're going to go much, much, much stronger. We're going to continue strong. We're going to grow. We're going to build. And as I said before, as Grant Cardone says, we're going to go 10x on all our efforts. So happy Hanukkah. We're going to continue spreading light. We're going to mourn. We're going to be devastated. We're going to suffer in our own personal traumas. We're going to deal with it, and we're going to grow, and we're going to get better, and we're going to make Australia great again.
Mate.
We are one, we are Aussies.
I always want an interview with Avi. I always want an interview.
You always want an interview. Well, I'm sorry that it was under these circumstances, and I tell you, you're a lot braver than I would be if I went through what you went through.
You would have, Avi. With your experience, you would have went straight. You would have went straight to.
No,
walked up straight.
You know what? I've been in situations being shot at, and I'm going to say now I was way less brave than the way that you describe it. So.
Go for it, Avi. Go hold some big boys accountable.
All right, let's go. Let's get a jacket on because it's.
You're just standing still.
You reckon if I move, Benji?
You're on the move.
There you go. That's a first-hand account of what actually took place here yesterday from somebody that was forced to protect his children, from crazy terrorists. Oh, he's staying off it. Go that way? Oh, you've got your shoulder. Yeah.
I'll film for you real quick.
Yeah, you get a bit of beer roll of that. I want that jacket, I reckon. It's a wind jacket. Have you want it?
Grab your jacket.
Yeah, grab my jacket, but just don't make people sick, so let me hold that calmly. We'll keep a... Okay. Yeah, oh, you're there. That one, he just walked up to us. His story is pretty intense as well. Like, oh, that's better. It's just a wind blocker. Probably should have worn pants. Do you want to take the first guy or? Daniel, do you want to sell fame? Try it. Yeah. Okay. You were here. Hey, I was like, I just want to say thank you for everything. As the customers of work. Oh? I've been following you for years. You're amazing. My family love you. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for being really precious.
So Rami,
Come out this. Yeah, I'll interview you.
you're not doing that.
It is live. We'll be back.
No. Not so well.
Yeah, watch. Alright, come. We'll just talk to him. What do I introduce you as a... Come off
Oh,
tell Daniel. I actually don't mind this. Alright. Daniel, how are you feeling today? So you're obviously a prominent member of the Jewish community.
You know, I had a lot of people call me last night, this morning, and say, you know, are you angry? Are you upset? And I found myself not. And you know what it was? I've actually had this feeling in me for 2 years. For 2 years. And, you know, I was going back through, you know, my old social media posts, and on October the 9th at the Sydney Opera House, I said, this is sending a message about who controls the streets of Sydney. And if you don't deal with that message, it gets worse and worse and worse. And then we watch that happen every weekend. And when a young child dies, everyone says, oh my God, how did this happen? Nobody is asking, how did this happen? Because we know how this happened. We know what led to this happening, and we know why it happened. And the problem is that every person around here is having quiet conversations, respectful conversations about that. These are not conversations that our politicians are having. We had the Prime Minister today saying he'll do anything possible, but that'll be as long as it's about gun laws or hate speech or social media, but they're not going to talk about the elephant in the room. And because we're not having those conversations, that leads to very angry people, and that's not something that I want to see in this country. Just like this is not something we should ever see in this country. But every single person here knew this was going to happen. It wasn't a question of if, it was a question of when. Well, now we have the answer as to when. And the question now is, well, what are we going to do about that as a nation? And that's a question that our leaders have failed to answer. I watched Chris Minns, the Premier of New South Wales, in media. I watched Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister. I watched Mal Lanyon, the Commissioner. They were fantastic. I watched them last night. I thought, this is fantastic. But on October 9, at the Sydney Opera House, Mal Lanyon was the one who said nothing happened here. The Prime Minister said nothing. The Premier was missing in action. And what they said last night, if they'd said that 2 years ago, and maybe every single week since, we wouldn't be here right now. We'd be at the beach, which is where Australians should be, at Bondi, and not here laying flowers for the bodies of dead Jewish people who did nothing wrong except be Jewish in what used to be the safest country on earth.
I reckon that's the sound one. Thanks, man. It's, you know what? Actually, I'm telling you, it resonates with me because I think this is the first, like, since October 7, I feel for the first time validated about how I've been feeling, and it's been escalating. I feel like there's been a separation between reality and.
But it's in your psyche, it's baked into you. But a lot of people here got their wake-up call. And they woke up, and the trick will be for people to stay awake and not hit the snooze button, roll over, go back to sleep until the next time something happens. And the way that happens is by talking, is by having dialogue. But it can't just be people fighting each other on social media. It has to come from leadership of the country. It has to come from political leadership. It has to come from religious leadership. And that silence creates a vacuum, and it's in that vacuum that these atrocities happen.
Thank you. Oh. Hopefully it does wake people up.
You're doing amazing.
Thanks.
You're doing amazing.
Thanks. I'm around anyway, so from there, I don't know. I'm here.
Yeah, I wish you weren't.
Yeah, listen, I hate Sydney, but I feel like I had to come to this one. I think by the time my brother were here. I'll see you around here, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a call.
Just follow me. מה קורה? בסדר?
עושה איזה אינטרוויו חבר שלי דני.
הוא היה פה?
כן, הוא היה עם 4 ילדים. הנה, הוא
אוקיי.
אוהב אותך מאוד, אז יאללה. רק אל תגיד לי.
Hey Avi, I follow you from.
You're Daniel. You were there yesterday.
Danny Megadesh, yeah.
Danny.
I don't want to say my name though.
Oh,
Just Danny.
sorry. I'm saying it.
Danny.
So.
Oh, are you filming now?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
That's all right.
Bondi Danny is who I am
Hold
actually.
on. How do I send? Hold on. I'm gonna just quickly because I have a brother that's been calling me.
I know your brothers and your family.
Oh, there you go. One of them's here, but I told him I'll tell him when I just jumped on a plane, came here, and I'm at the pavilion. I'm at the pavilion in Bondi. Yeah, come here. Yeah, there's people gathering, so just come here, and then you can sell my live where I am. All right? Bye-bye. Okay. Where's the good spot to have him? In the frame? Here? Okay. Stand here. You have to be shorter than me, that's the rule.
Oh, I'm already short.
Come stand here. Stand here. Okay, so tell me when you got the frame. Okay, so tell me what happened. You were here yesterday, they're saying.
Yeah,
so
yes,
tell me the story from the beginning.
So I just jumped in from the beach to meet my wife and my 4 kids who were all at the event, the first night of Hanukkah. I just had my shorts and I went in there and I was just saying hi to a few people there, just like everyone that we know, and I was just running around. I've got a baby 2-year-old and we were watching her and moving around and all that. And I don't know, it was like all of a sudden, it looked like fireworks right in the middle, and there was people jumping, and I thought it was actual fireworks or something was wrong, and I was telling my daughter to come down, looking for my other kids where they were, and just running for cover, and there was like shots all over, people jumping and everything. I'm very, very, very lucky. I just jumped the right direction with my daughter, and we went in a car right behind, and my wife was located in another location right next to me where the ice cream was, holding my 2-year-old baby. So I was safe, and she said my son had run. So my son, I knew he left the scene, and someone got shot right next to him, so he had blood on his thing, and so he ran and left to the RSL.
He had blood on him.
He had blood on him
his
from,
singlet.
Yeah, he's got a jumper at home with the blood, yeah.
Of somebody else's blood.
Somebody else's blood on him. So he ran.
How old was his son?
My son's 14.
14.
So he ran to the RSL to get help, and he was worried for us. He left his phone, and what happened after that was I needed to locate my third daughter. I've got 4 kids. So I was standing behind under a car, and there was just shot after shot after shot, and it just didn't stop. And there was no help whatsoever. We have no security there. We had 0 person there to help us. I was like, when is the police coming? There was no one to help for 10, would not stop shooting. And I couldn't move, and I'm holding my baby daughter my 11-year-old girl, holding her under the car. There was someone bleeding who got shot. A bullet came to that car, and I'm putting her calm, and I'm trying to tell my wife to leave with the baby and my daughter to go, so I can run in to get my other daughter. I just wanted my daughter back in my arm. She was in the middle of it, and I just didn't know what to do. So it took like a long time, and I couldn't move and calm them down. And by then I saw some gunmen. I can hear more people, and I'm waiting. This police starting to come. You can hear police are moving in slowly. I told my daughter to calm down, calm down, calm down. Slowly, slowly, as the police, you can hear them moving. I had a guy come and drop me his thongs and his keys, and he said, I'm jumping in. I don't know where he is. I've got his keys. I don't know what happened to the guy. Some Aussie guy tatted up that I see on the beach all the time. He goes, don't worry, I'm trained, I'm coming out. I said, wait, man, I'll come. There was a guy on the floor right next to us bleeding. But I couldn't see over, like I'm behind hitting. So I was in a really great corner spot. Thank God. And my wife was behind a truck on the other side. So but the shots was not stopping. And finally, when it stopped, I had my daughter come. She was safe with my niece safely because they were doing their hair. And she came, I took her in her arms, and I took my family quickly to look for my son. I went to the wrong North Bondi RSL. I went back to the surf club, finally located my son. He left his phone, I hugged him. I left my family in there, and I went back to see what I can do to help. And I just could not believe the carnage that had happened. I had no idea. I saw a friend running because he told me another friend got shot. So when we saw that, I knew that a few people got shot, but I wasn't sure the scale of what happened. And when I got there, there was people, dead bodies, there was people, blood everywhere, the ambulance, Hatsala, people helping everywhere. I can tell you there was a lot of help though. A lot of people, volunteers coming in and helping, but the disappointment is 10 minutes of round of fire, bullets getting shot, zero protection. If that man didn't jump in, he's a hero. If that man, I saw the video only this morning. This is how close the gunman was coming towards me and my kids ducking down.
Where is that?
That's why I wanted to run. It's over there. Over there, and I ran that direction. So the guy was shooting from that bridge over there.
That bridge. It's
yeah,
that
and
bridge.
he was shooting
okay, so
down
we're at the
towards
wrong
us.
bridge.
You're right, we're at the wrong bridge.
No, because I did an
The
opening
guy
at
did
that.
not stop, and I couldn't believe that no one's stopping this guy. I didn't know how many people. I thought it's getting closer. I didn't know what to do. Am I going to have to jump up for my daughters now? I can't. If it gets closer, I need my daughter. My wife wouldn't run. She didn't move. They were saying to move. So we were just stuck in it. So I saw the video this morning, and I'm so grateful that man jumped on that guy because he was coming to us at point blank. There was no one to protect us. Zero protection, man. It's disappointing. 10 minutes, zero protection. We were just ducks, sitting ducks.
Were you there too?
Yeah, I live across the road. I'm down here multiple times a day. My stepdaughter was walking back from the northern end of the beach. I was taking the dog for a walk, sitting on the front of the steps. I was going to come back this way, but I decided to give her some extra time. And then the shots just started ringing out. After 2-3 shots, we thought it was fireworks,
I thought it was no, I was in the middle of it. I jumped. I saw fireworks. I told my daughter, it's fireworks. Calm down, calm down. I just said, let's move. And we ran we just ran for cover. I saw people just fucking jumping everywhere. There was fucking things on the floor exploding. It was just, and you just hear it getting closer and closer. And then cars and people screaming. So I just moved my kids. I'm looking for my kids. Where to go? Don't know where to go.
Traffic gridlocked. People were running for their lives. I ran towards Hall Street and just telling everybody to get in the cafes up Hall Street. Because of the echo, we didn't know how many, we didn't have a line of sight from over here. And we didn't know how many shooters there were. There was people saying there was multiple shooters running through Bondi, so everyone was just in a state of panic.
They were coming closer. They were getting closer. I saw the video. The guy actually came down. That was what I was fearing.
One thing I don't understand
I actually wouldn't mind you showing me, giving me a layout in a minute. In a minute.
It's all
From not close. Just
one thing I don't understand is that your kindergarten up the road across from Beach Road Hotel has armed security all the time. I believe your synagogues have armed security, yet you're holding a massive Jewish festival
100%.
just 6 months or something after we had all this confrontation here, and you don't have armed guards for your community. Who planned the event? Why wasn't armed guards allowed at this big event? I didn't even know, but how did these guys know this event was going on? So
are you Jewish?
no, I'm not. My grandfather came here after the Second World War. He's Croatian. proud Australian, and this sort of stuff doesn't happen here, you know what I mean? Like, I just got back from Europe and I thought, we live in the best place in the world. Like, we've got the best place in the world, and the community will recover from this. Today, everyone's been talking, just sort of processing it, getting through it together, but you know, we need to come together as Australians, no matter where you're from. And if there's conflicts overseas, mate, we're Australian first and foremost. Leave that stuff for overseas. We're here, we live harmoniously amongst each other.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, my kids are shook up. My daughter did Shema. She saw a girl get blasted next to her. She was underneath someone. She came back to me. That's the girl that I was trying to get. I had my son was so terrified. I went to get him in the surf life-saving club, and then I left my family there, and I came to see what I can do to morally or help anybody. And there was the Rabbi Schlenger on the floor dead. There was like people's bodies everywhere. There was like blood everywhere. There was like, I didn't realize the scale until I went back, because I couldn't see what happened.
So through the 10 minutes that you were there, you didn't know the scale.
Underneath, just hearing bullets and bullets and bullets, and I'm ducking, moving my head up, ducking, moving. I want my daughter. I can't scream because I didn't want to be seen, but I can see. I don't know if they're approaching. When do I have to run in to get my daughter? And my wife didn't want to leave because they're saying, then stay down, stay, you know.
What was going through your head?
I saw police. I just wanted my daughter. I just wanted my kids safe out of there. You know, I just didn't know how to save my children. I was ready to jump in. Like, I can't.
In the white shirt,
he's a hero.
The man in the white shirt deserves the highest. Like,
he saved all that.
Aussie of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
If they let him get through, we were point blank getting shot there from that guy. It was going to be carnage.
He's got a fruit shop in Sutherland. Everyone go buy his fruit, honestly. Go down and see him.
Anyway.
There's a dark side as well on the internet today. We're seeing like every kind of situation like this after October 7. It was, I'd say by October 9, October 10, they were denying it even happened or what happened. How do you feel? Have you seen that? And how do you feel about...
Look, I only saw the news this morning of the story of what happened. Seen enough for the night, and my kids need just comfort. My daughters...
What would you say to people that do see go down those rabbit holes on the internet today, and they start to believe that this is all fake, or it's
How would you feel if you were with your children sitting in an event in a park right next to a kindergarten, with people shooting my 2-year-old baby, my 11-year-old, they were shooting all of us like ducks, non-stop shooting. It just didn't stop. We were just wondering, when is someone going to come for help? It just was so long. It was so long. I thought they're coming closer. That's why when I saw that video, I'm just shocked by the whole thing that guy was, the fear that I had was happening there.
He brought 6 rifles down or something. He's a licensed gun owner. They say, oh, gun reform. They cleaned that out decades ago, and now they're talking about gun reform. The guy was a licensed gun holder. What are you going to do? Honestly.
I think maybe to start with, anyone on the ASIO watch list shouldn't own guns.
Yeah.
What would you say to What would you say to Ahmed, the guy that did tackle one of the shooters? If he was watching this, what would you say to him?
If I can meet him, I want to thank him, because I saw the video this morning. Ahmed is a true legend hero. If it wasn't for him, I think there would have been so many more dead bodies there. There would have been a lot of children. I would have been dead for sure. Like, that guy was near the corner where we were coming. He was coming to shoot us, man.
It's a level of bravery that you see that you only wish you could ever have
100%.
In that kind of situation, and most of us just wouldn't have it.
Exactly, Avi. I've spoken to a few people today, including a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and his wife asked him, do you think you would have done it? And he said, I don't know, babe. I would have, like, your instinct is that I was running. I was trying to help people, but I was running, like, away from the gunfire.
I wasn't allowed to move, so I've got a video I can show you. My daughter, they wouldn't let me leave them.
Protecting your babies.
So I had to hold on top of the car, and there was a lady bleeding right under the car there. There was shot there.
You had to protect your babies first and foremost.
If they were coming closer, you got to put yourself out there, man. Like, what do you do? I thought they were coming closer. The fear was there, you know.
Australia watching now. Average Aussie sitting at home. What do you want to say to them?
We're Bondi locals. I'm a full Bondi local. We're true Australian, and you know, a little event for children. I mean, a big event for our family and children of Jewish people just turned into a massacre, and I didn't realize, but it's surreal that we were just getting shot like October the 7th there, pretty much, just ducks getting shot with zero protection, and it's just pathetic that people can rejoice or have any joy of seeing such a thing. If it was your kids, what would you feel? You know, how can people rejoice or be happy that something like this happened? I heard that there's been people celebrating it. You know, it's how we're in Australia with children. All the locals of Bondi were shook by this. People at the beach running everywhere. When I came back, you know, this is not Bondi. This is not Australia. Like, this was...
How are you and the family doing mentally?
We'll be okay, please God. You know, I think one of my kids, the one who saw the blood there, was shook, and the other ones, I think they're pretty okay. My son, I think he's coping with it okay. He's got his blood on his jumper there. What should I give it? But he got blood from one of the people.
Did they know any of the people that have been?
Yeah, we know everyone there. We know they're all friends, and my friends go to all the schools with these kids. So everyone knows everyone. It's a small community. You know, everyone knows everyone there. So yeah, it's a lot of people that we know that were just dying there on the floor. I was watching the ambulance and the Hatzala and all the rescuers, and they were really, really good. You know, after everything happened, everyone was really good. But during the scene, it's so disappointing that we were left there like ducks for 10 minutes at least. Not one person to save us, except for one hero, stranger.
The police officer
It's unbelievable.
the police officer with the pistol. I think he or she shot the guy in black from the playground, which was a great shot. So, thanks so much for that. But I think the message for all Australians is, no matter what your heritage is, where your family comes from, if you live in this country, be proud to be Australian and come together and unite and demand better leadership. We need better leadership in this country to protect our values and how we live here in Australia.
My message would be that peace and love will always overcome haters. Haters will just live in hatred. We're here to love, and we always will be strongly standing here in Bondi for life. I will not leave, and we will not be intimidated by such people. Never.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you're all right. Thanks, mate. Thanks
for coming down. It shook the whole community, but I think, you know, everyone will just be out doing their daily routine and not be intimidated. You know, you feel like you want to stay in your apartment or your house and you don't want to come out, but then you're like, no, like, it's only a couple of psychopath individuals that decide to take it upon themselves and massacre innocent people. No, we'll recover from this, and we'll be stronger.
How you doing?
You're doing great work.
Thank you.
You deserve a hug. I don't know if you do that.
What is that?
I don't know if you do hugs, but you deserve a hug. And you're doing great work. I follow you.
Thanks.
My son wants to take a photo of us.
Let's
You
go.
don't mind? Quickly. Quick, a few. Good, thank you. Have a good break.
Thank you. Much better. Seriously, we've been watching you for years, and like you're doing the Lord's work. Seriously.
Thanks, man. Just so I get an idea of the layout. I'll show you. Because I'm going to have to redo that open because I got the wrong.
I never vaccinated, by the way. I was following you for a long time.
You really
I
are
know you, but I
crazy.
was with one of your sisters in Dubai, in Israel.
Abigail.
Dubai.
Abigail, yeah.
So here, I'll show you. Come from here. You send me a message, my Instagram is Bondi Danny. I'll send you a message. I like your stuff, man, and I like your videos. That's why I wanted to do. I accepted you straight away. I had a few interviews with Sky and all that. So here, I'll show you. See this bridge? This is why I'm saying, how did nobody help us for 10 minutes? How did CSG? I don't want to say that down. CSG, bro. What were they doing? I will never that. You see the park with the children there? There's a children's park, and that's where the event is. So I ran, luckily, and it started shooting. I ran that way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You
That's
ran.
why. I ran towards a car in the back.
And they were coming
and
from
I had
here.
to stop.
Because you had no idea which direction it was coming.
We didn't know what was happening. I thought it was fireworks. I'm so lucky. My kids and my wife were. I'll show you a video. Look, this is the end. I'll show you a little video at the end of the shooting. Okay, this was near the end. I ran to the corner. So I'm holding my other daughter's there with my wife, and I needed to go get my other, and she wouldn't let me move. And then finally there was one guy there, and this is when they were coming, and the guy came. Stay down. everything that's happening. So I ran the right way. I'm lucky. You know what I mean? I was in the middle when it started. I was in the middle when it started, and I ran like the good direction. You know what I mean? And it just this is the end.
Close, eh?
This is the end of it.
I know, I saw it. It's ridiculous.
Am I getting B-roll of him showing me the video?
He doesn't want to share it.
No, don't share the video. Just B-roll of him showing me. Benji,
I'm so happy you and the family made
look,
it.
just come. I wanted to.
This is after
so just film from that angle of him showing me the video. Yeah. No, I'm not going to show the video. Just
Okay.
show me. I want you to show me the videos.
Oh,
Show me the videos.
okay. I'll show you.
So they can, whichever one that you're about to show me, because those were videos of.
That was the end of the shooting. Yeah. This is actually this is all the carnage after I went in there.
Yeah.
I went in there and filmed all the people there. I went back in my.
Oh my goodness.
I went in there. Yeah, I went back in after.
So this is footage. Obviously nobody's seen, but this is like
Nobody's seen this footage.
insane.
I've got all the footage from all the people on the floor there. Nobody was filming inside. I stayed to help with people. I was trying to, so I can share. We'll talk about. I'll share that after maybe with someone. But this was like Eli Schlangers on the floor there. The rabbi dead. They were trying to resuscitate him. This is like all the rescue people. There's people on the ground there everywhere. That's after my kids were all together safe. I went back because people were all scared still. There was more gunmen on the loose. Anyway. All right.
Nice.
See you, bro.
Take
See
care.
you. Thank you.
All right, take
Thanks
care
for
of the
everything you do,
kids.
man.
All right, let's do. I got to do a new open. Benj, where you going? I got to do a new open while there's light. Because I called it the other bridge. Fake news.
I've lost that.
Yeah, no.
Fuck man, he was definitely the best much one.
They would have been coming closer to...
Let me explain. I don't think he's
Apparently,
there.
as a kid, 50 other people got locked in and shot down.
They just reacted.
Which is fuck, if it comes out from here, it's more powerful. But it's just like when the festival October the 7th happened and people hid the bunkers and it's like psychologically similar.
If you see him, you can tell. Like I can talk to the parent, but I got to make sure it's not on camera
They're
first.
not here.
Oh, they're not here.
Nice coffee.
Let's just do an opening on the side. Come from. I reckon. Hold on, do you have a shot of the bridge here? Is that shot?
Yeah, I can see it.
So should I open it from here? Reopen it?
You want me to do a shooting shot here?
I'm just going to do the opening that we did and just say that thousands are gathering here. Did you get him describing where exactly what was what?
Filming the people of like where he was hiding.
Oh, Chris Menz is here. So I just do a quick open. Let me do the open to the...
No, you don't worry. It's gonna be normal.
Yeah. This is not there. So that's the Premier of New South Wales has just arrived here at Bondi Pavilion to, I guess, pay his respects and lay flowers at the site of yesterday's massacre. I'll just do the opening to the story. We can follow, yeah, like,
You can catch people.
yeah.
Heckle.
Tommy Rappaport's my rabbi. Tommy, yeah. President of the farm. Sweet, thank you. Appreciate everything you do.
Get maybe some B-roll.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Thanks, brother. Man, I follow you every day. You are fucking amazing. I love you, Jab. I love your mom. You know, it's Kaya, נכון? כן. Thank you, brother. Just said it in there. This is Avi Yemini. Number one. Hey, bro, how are you? My name's Sean.
Rebel News. What is that? .com.au. It's the Aussie one, it's Canadian one. Rebel News.com.au is the Aussie. That's in Australia. It's a Canadian company.
Just come back from this.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want? What are you using?
This is to find you, yeah, so you understand who you are. Wait, tell him. You're a legend, man, everywhere. I love you. Everything you do, you're fighting at Israel. I love this guy. I love you.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you get heaps of B-roll? There was that guy, there was a big guy that was standing next to us, and he said that him and his wife were there. Oh, did I lose him? Maybe he walked away. Do you know who I'm talking about? He was standing next to us right there. And he said to me in his park, him and his wife survived it. No, he had like a head in a ponytail. He was a big guy, head in a ponytail. The guy, I think he was going to be good too. I want to talk to people. Like, they've got people. Let's go back up the top. Let's go back up the top. I've got to do the open anyways, and let's get some interviews with. Probably easier to walk around. Come, let's walk around this one. I'll recognize him if I see him again. Watch the dog.
Do you guys want to come over this way?
Right to say that it's
Get B-roll of it. Did you capture when he was showing me where it was and saying that it's in there? Yeah?
Yeah, I think I did.
Did you capture that?
I'll do it again.
No, with the guy.
I love you. Can I get a photo with you?
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, I'm Lebanese, bro.
Yeah.
And I follow you religiously. You're the best. What are you doing?
Marinade?
Of course, I'm not fucking Muslim. Fucking hate the things. Looks so different. I'm not saying this. What they did yesterday.
But Ahmed was a legend and
What are you shooting? See, there's two different. There are some good ones. They are. I'm not saying they all are. But,
they definitely can't all be screwed. It would be more.
what you were doing, right?
Yeah. Where you from around here?
Yeah, Bondi.
Oh, you're Bondi.
Born and bred. My wife's Jewish.
Ah,
You know?
yeah, you're married in.
Huh? Married in.
I'm sorry.
Bro, the rabbi's
And you still like us.
The rabbi's my best friend, bro. The one that
The one
passed
that.
away. Sorry, guys. You've done a great job.
Thank you, mate.
Hi, Avi.
Hey.
Avi, I'm friends with Krista.
Oh,
We're big followers of yours.
you're
I'm
from the
from New
shore?
York, but I live here.
Ah.
Yeah.
Send her my love. She's the mate. Apparently she's the female version of
I know
me.
your brother too. I know your brother. I stayed
So
in your brother's
you're
home.
probably the best judge of it. Everybody says she's me, just a girl. What's it?
We love you. I know your brother.
Which one?
Whichever one would be like 43.
43. Surely maybe?
Yes, really.
You've only got 17 or
Yeah,
something,
that's
haven't
right.
you?
My sister is a cookgut. She's
Ah.
married to Meir Shlomo.
Ah.
So yeah. But welcome to Sydney.
Yeah.
On better circumstances.
You know what? I hate Sydney on a good day, but...
Oh, fuck off. It's better than
Yeah, how rude. It's way better than Melbourne.
how I am. I've been looking for
what's
you.
going on? We did the wedding, yeah.
Anyhow, Avi, continue doing what you do.
You got the shit you were invited.
I'm still broken.
Are you going to come to the...
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll take it.
just get B-roll.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
You want me to take a photo?
No, it's alright. Thanks, man.
How quickly did you get here?
Well, this morning I booked up. I figured this is like, I think over the next week or so, this is like this, I don't know what's, there'll be events, I don't know.
Where you staying?
At a friend's house.
Want to come for dinner one night?
Yeah, I'd do dinner. I don't want.
Do you mind if I get a photo? I followed you through the whole thing.
Ah, you're one of those.
One of
You're
those.
Yeah,
So we were here yesterday. So you know one of the guys who got shot 3 times with my mate. How long is it roughly?
I have to get a photo with you.
yeah, no. I've got to do that open before I
Big fan from Sydney. Sorry.
Do you want us to take it?
Oh, yeah, good idea. Do you want to find a cafe?
Do you want to be in it?
No. She doesn't like it. No,
Do you have somewhere to lay the camera nicely? Like lay it where they're getting a view, and then yeah.
Do a quick one. Thank you so much. Got to work, man. Love it.
Thanks. Should I check Benji that there's no dramas? I'm gonna ask him quickly. I don't want to cause shit. Normally I cause shit. Today, like,
This is
you know, I've never. Like,
real.
No, not fine. What's going on? Okay. No, I was gonna ask him if there's a problem. I know.
That was gold.
Should I ask him if they have a problem with him flying the drone or not?
Yes, check.
Yeah. I'll ask him if there's a problem. Is there any drama with drones here? Flying drone, we're just not from.
No fly zone.
There's no fly zone here now? Okay. Is that just now designated? Alright, okay. Benj. No fly zone. It's a no-fly zone.
Not even here.
What?
Not even in there.
The live?
No, the code. Not even.
Yeah, you can't. There's not a whole area designated. Should I do the open before it goes dark on us? Come, give me 1 minute. There's no drones here now. Thanks.
I'm not saying it.
I don't want to ruin the footage.
Who do you want? Who do you want to interview? Who the fuck do you want to interview?
Yeah, I'd love to talk to him.
His name is Pakistani with his hijab.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go. Benji, I got an interview. Just leave the tripod and come. No one's going to take your tripod. Come, I got an interview.
You want to interview the guy who got shot?
Where is he?
Interview.
Yeah. I'll come do that with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Is he your mate?
I got text.
To bring them to you?
What?
Because they did. They want to bring them to you?
Like, are they going to be happy to talk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll come to him. I'll get him in the crowd.
I'll beat you there.
Oh, yeah, I see him. How you doing? Can I ask you about you guys being here? Why it's important for you to be here?
We are here to pay our respect to our Australians. What happened here yesterday was act of terrorism and barbaric, and we don't want this in Australia here. So that's why we come here to pay our respects.
Are you from this
Yeah,
area?
From Lane Cove, not from here, just a 25-30 minutes drive from here.
Yeah.
So we saw that on the news yesterday, and I said to my wife, let's go today and pay our respects.
What would your message be to, I guess, the broader Australia, people that are looking at what happened last night and have watched over the last 2 years this kind of escalation? What would your message be to people who see that division?
Well, we're not divided. I'm telling you that. There's a few bad apples who came here and do.
Hug. I want the hug. I want shalom. I want the hug. Give me a hug, my son. And I pray for the day I live until I see you together with us. But I live today, my second. Why? Why? Ya Allah, Ya Rahum, Ya Hadoum. Ya Rabbil Alamin. I'm Jewish from Lebanon. I born with all the Arabs in my life. And I love everybody.
We are with you. We stand here with you.
51 years I am here. Thank you. My God. All my children, Ozzy, I'm 51 years, they don't understand what's going on. I have 11 grandchildren. Married, they have 7 grandchildren and 4 children, 22. They don't understand. I'm a Holocaust survivor. My mother Holocaust. You are recording. What channel is good?
Let me say, I guess the question is, in your community, are you involved in your community? Yeah? How are they feeling about what happened here?
Just like I do, they feel bad. Our Grand Mufti, they came out and they said that it's barbaric, it's terrorism. We don't like these things in Australia. No way on earth we want this. And I think so we have to tighten our border security, make sure that no shady people come here. Doesn't matter what their religion or background is. We don't want these people here. We don't want divide in us. We don't like it.
Are you concerned about within the Islamic community that there is an extremist element that is rising?
Again, no. There's not an Islamic community. They always came from outside.
Yes,
They
From
all
where?
from outside, not from Australia. No, no. They
Oh,
all
from outside.
They come here. They try to.
But they're part of the Islamic community.
Yeah, they're part of my family. But they came from outside and they try to disorientate our kids. But they're not successful. But this time, I don't know why it's happened. It's just it's unbelievable. We don't like these kind of things.
Have you known a lot of Jews?
How you send
You've always known Jews?
No, I always known Jews. Yeah, I have a friend, David, live in Vaucluse. Very close friend of mine. We've been together for like last 15, 20 years. Never have any issues. Never have any problems. So.
Do you think that's part of the problem though? In the western suburbs, you know, most of the people that live there probably have never really met a Jew. All they know about Jews is whatever's in scripture, sometimes negative, and also what's on Al Jazeera on TV.
Yeah, they saw
Negative.
it on the TV, what happened in Palestine, and they judge people here on that, you know, the issue. So I don't think so. It's fair. We watch TV as well, but we never judge people here because these are first Australians. Then we are Muslims, Christian, and Jews. But first we are one nation, Australian. So we, it's very bad. You know, I feel very bad. And my wife said to me, I came home from work. Let's go over there and pay our respects. So they feel our presence that we are here with them in this bad time.
What would you say to people celebrating this today, which there are online? We see people.
I haven't seen anyone actually in my community celebrate. They're all shocked. And I told them I'm going here. Then they said, okay, we're going to come there as well. So more and more will come here and pay our respect here. So yeah, it's just, as I told you, they're troublemaker. And trust me, they have nothing to do with religion. They are troublemakers. They do things for their own personal gains, and I don't know what not. But no, we don't endorse these kind of things. It's not. It's very un-Islamic. It's very non-Islamic thing, and un-Australian things.
So why do we see it as such a problem? Why in those communities are they so hateful of Jews?
I tell you again, Mike, we don't hate Jews. We love Jews.
No, well, there's obviously communities. I don't know about your community.
Again, I tell you, it's the bad people in every community.
But even like leadership, when I see like the Islamic councils putting out statements, and over the last 2 years, I think they fueled a lot of the animosity and the hatred within the communities. I don't know which community you're a part of, but I know I've seen it. You can see it online. I can see it in the comments.
I don't know about that. I'm a Shia Muslim. In my community, there is no hatred against Jews.
Besides for Iran, that's Shia as well.
Shias, but again, they're geopolitical thing, like state of Israel and Iran.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Pakistan. So in my Shia community, no hatred against Jews. We don't hate them, but trust me.
Because I think the perpetrators, from their name they were Pakistani.
No,
they're not Pakistani.
From Afghanistan.
From where?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, there are a lot of Afghanis in Pakistan as refugees.
And are they Sunni?
Where did you save it?
I don't think so. The guy who did that, they're not even a Muslim. They're not even a human bastards.
Where is it? How I
So yeah.
What would your message be to the Jewish community?
We are with them. We mourn with them. We stand with them. And
There was
as
definitely the man that took down the attacker, what everyone's calling a hero today, was a Muslim fruit shop owner.
Yeah, he tackled that armed gunman. He disarmed. I don't know how many people this armed guy would kill. So he. That's what I'm saying. We don't. I don't know why this misconception is that we hate Jews. No, we don't. They are cousins. We are Ishmaelis, and they are what they call them. From descendant of Isaac, and we're descendant of Ismail, so we're cousins.
We might be cousins, but there is there's also scripture. When you talk about certain hadiths, they talk about killing Jews. Avi Yemini.
You're Jew, right?
Yeah, I'm Jew, man. My family's from Yemen.
I love you, okay? So I have nothing against you. The reason why I'm here to tell everyone that we have nothing against you. We love them. We're cousins. And it's all geopolitical.
What can we do to make this the prevalent kind of view in the Islamic community towards the Jewish community? I don't know if your community, Shia, Pakistani, is different, but generally when you look at any of these other communities, they don't have this. They don't treat me the way you're treating me. There's a lot of animosity, there's a lot of hate, and a lot of it is scripture based. What do we do to amplify you? How, to
I will give you the address of my Islamic center, okay? Camps Creek, you come over there, and I'll tell everyone this is Levi is a Jew, and you can see how they welcome you. So again, I don't know, there's a very teeny tiny minority, a troublemaker, as I told you, which I don't know have to get some personal gain, because what they did yesterday is only gave Islam and Muslims a bad name. It's not in our benefit. So but whoever is doing it is not doing Islam a favor. This damages actually a religion. So I don't know, Mike.
Well,
that's the reason I
thank you for coming. It would be great to see more of your community here. They're coming?
Yeah, they're coming.
From your Shia community or
Overall, all of
you think more are going to come here?
Yeah, they're going to come. They're going to pay our respects there, and we are stand with our fellow students, man. We stand with you guys, and like yesterday, this guy, you know, he don't care about his life. He tackled the armed gunman. He didn't know that if he got shot or not, but he did that. So, yeah, we are here.
How do we deal with the extremism that is coming out of, you know, if you say it's the like a tiny minority of the community, how do we deal with that? It seems like everybody's scared, everybody's tiptoeing around the issues, and everybody wants to be politically correct. But there's clearly a problem. We don't see any other community kind of running up against another community and shooting down little kids.
We need to educate people. We need to educate them. This is again.
Do you think Islamic leaders are educating their community enough?
As I told you, I don't know about the others, but our Islamic,
Your one, the Shia.
Yep, yeah. We're educating them. We're telling them, like, whatever is happening over there, it's over there. It's nothing to do here. You know, so don't do that. Don't disturb our peace. Don't disturb our harmony. You know? So yeah, that's my message.
Do you have a message for the community?
She can't.
She's not speaking. Oh.
So yeah, the message is she's here. That's a message. That's
a message.
Yeah.
Just being here.
Yeah, being here. That we are with them.
God bless.
You too.
Thank you.
Just wanted to say hi. Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you
Thank
do.
you.
This is Alan, my husband.
Amazing.
Tracy.
Thank you. Look at this guy. Oh, like I've seen one hijab, and there's been another one. Oh no, I missed the protest.
No.
Oh, a long time. There's so many.
Maybe it was just anyway.
I've got it. I was walking the beach.
Thank you.
Thanks. I've got to do this open
אני רק
for.
רוצה להגיד לך תודה.
תודה לך.
תודה לך. עבודת קודש שאתה עושה. תמשיך לתת להם בראש.
תודה. Let me do the open before it gets dark.
Keep up the amazing work, mate.
Thank you.
I was actually with your sister last night.
That doesn't
No,
sound
he doesn't
right.
mean that. No, he doesn't
There
mean
could have
that.
been a few. I was with Rivka last night.
She's married.
And she, and Dobby, and Dobby,
And
Dobby.
Dobby,
It's
yeah.
all right. It was all kosher.
Freaky family.
And we, no, you were on the. She was on the phone. She was actually on.
Oh
no,
yeah.
So anyway,
Oh, you guys were all at the house.
we were. No, we were. They were at the bar mitzvah, and we were just up the road.
You were there.
So we were at their house.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How you
good to
doing?
see
Good, how are you?
Good.
ראיתי את התוכניות שלך עם טומי רובינסון.
אהבת? הוא גבר.
הלוואי פה מישהו יהיה.
כן. צריכים. All right, let me do these open before it gets too dark, and that way we have it.
What are you looking for?
Let me talk. I spoke to. No, I just got to do the open before it gets too dark. Love you, mate.
I love your work, brother.
Thank you, mate.
Avi.
Michael, how you doing?
Hey, Avi, love your work. Thank you. We met at the bat mitzvah, Rivka's daughter's bat mitzvah.
Oh, that's right. I was pretty drunk. Yeah, but just try keep the live not as dizzy. They were really sweet, but in this environment, really tough, right? Because I don't want to just let things slide, but also you don't want to be aggressive. Like Christmas was here, and I'm like, and everything is close to a premiere, and they attacked me.
He's here as well.
It was in.
Did you interview him?
No, I didn't. Because you've got to be like, this is a very specific.
Somber.
Yeah. So like even engaging them, like it's nice, but like I get what they're trying to do, but then to say that that's just a tiny minority, meaning like
Really? How did you challenge them? Very carefully.
Yeah. Because good on him. No, okay, where's more of them? Are they all coming? But he's Shia.
I just want to say thank you for everything.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, mate.
All the best with it all, eh?
You're right. Do you need me to hold that, Benji? There you go.
How are you, man? You bulked up or what's going on?
Just got a haircut.
I'll show you later on.
It's up there, that's what you want to see. His haircut. Come on, Ben, let's get this open and then I'll talk. There's a few more victims.
That's the bridge.
That's the bridge, yeah. That's why I got you the open. And that was what the event was there. You can still see this stuff. All the stuff is still there. It's like that reminds me of the Nova Festival right after the week after when I went there. It was like that.
Even like these bikes or whatever kicked down, this is still all the same shit. Well, who knows?
Just be climate change. Alright, you good?
That is brutal.
Let's do the open. So I just have a. Because the open. No, is that a good shot? Like, is that a.
I think it's good.
How you doing, bro?
Stay where you are.
Yeah. Tell me when you're good. All right, guys. I'm just going to do the open for the produced report. Avi Yemini for Rebel News in Bondi, Sydney. Behind me is the infamous bridge where only 24 hours ago 2 armed Islamic terrorists were hunting down a group of Jews whose crime was celebrating their religion for the first night of Hanukkah in that area. And behind me you can still see all the play equipment out there. No, it's too much. Let me do it again. It's going to be cleaner. Because it's just going to go into the interviews. There's so many interviews, so I'll just go into it. Yeah. Avi Yemini for Rebel News in Bondi, 24 hours since the horrific terrorist attack where 2 Islamic jihadis on that bridge you're seeing behind me were hunting down Jews who were celebrating the first night of Hanukkah. You can still see some of the play equipment from the kids' event. And here, though, a sight of thousands from the local community, both Jewish, not Jewish, who have come to pay their respects. I'm going to say, who have come in to pay their respects. I'll go into just. I'll do it one more time. Try to get it smoother so I can, because it's got to open. It's got to roll into one of the interviews. Go one more time. These are the bloopers, guys. This is how you see behind the scenes when we do our lives. All right, one more time. Is it a good shot? Avi Yemini for Rebel News in Bondi, just 24 hours since the horrific terrorist attack there on that bridge behind us. 2 jihadis, a father and son, hunting Jews who were celebrating the first night of Hanukkah at a kids' event. You still see the kids' play equipment there in the distance out. That was the site of a massacre, but tonight thousands have come out to pay their respects from both the Jewish community and the broader community, and we're here to find out why. That can go, and then you can go into the victims. That's all right.
It's surreal when you're in person.
How you doing, mate? Are you from around here?
Central Coast.
Oh, you just came in. Like, are you on camera?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Come, let's. Do you want that in the background or you want this in the background? Well, let's. Familiar face, guys. If you're on X now watching, you'll know who this gentleman is. He's actually one of my favorite X accounts. What's the X account?
Milkbar TV.
Milkbar TV. Face me. You're not used to doing that.
I'm not. I'm out of my room. Out of my editing lab.
Listen,
Yeah.
you're not from around here. You just told me you're from Central Coast, which is what? How far from here?
A couple of hours.
Couple hours. Why'd you come?
So I sat down. I started editing. I was like, I'm gonna make a video on everything leading up to this moment in Australia. And I was like, I got to get out here. I got to see it. Because it's tough, man. It's like, this is an attack against the Jewish community, but it's an attack in Australia. And as an Aussie, it's hard to see. It's really hard to see.
For anyone that follows your work, they know that you're not one of these people that has kind of wavered in the last 2 years and gone with the wind and played down what's been happening. You've been someone that's really staunch in your view and have been, I guess, you had moral clarity the entire time. But do you think for those that you and I both know have kind of been audience captured within this space, do you think this, in Australia, do you think this is going to be a wake-up call for some of those people that realise that, no, we're actually not just complaining about nothing, there is a serious problem here?
Yeah, absolutely. And I see a lot of people who campaign for free speech, but they don't campaign for the responsibilities that brings with it, So there's been a lot of this hateful rhetoric that's been building, and not just rhetoric. We've seen the attacks. We've seen doctors and nurses emboldened to say that they've killed Jews. It's time it can't just be that you're fighting free speech. You also have to be fighting for the responsibility that brings with it, and that's about calling out for this horrible, hateful stuff that's built up to this point right now. The deadliest terrorist attack in Australian history.
Where can people find you again? Just because I actually don't like plugging random people, but you're one of my favourite accounts just because of the content that you make. I think is so valuable, and it doesn't get the respect it deserves. And me and Rukshan often try, whenever we use your stuff, we always want to point people to where to follow you, but take this chance.
It's at the Milk Bar TV.
And that's on X, or is that everywhere?
It's on Twitter, Milk Bar TV. Search around, you can find it. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
All right.
I just wanted to tell you I love you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for the shit that you have to deal with sometimes. I saw you were coming from Melbourne this morning. I was expecting
Yeah.
to actually bump into you, but yeah.
Oh, hi.
This is my husband Paul and Gina.
How you doing? Nice to meet you guys.
I actually think we used to live next door to one of your sisters who's married to Ari.
Ari Kadri?
Yes.
Abigail.
Abigail. We were next door. I'm very
She calls herself Abi.
Yes.
It's a
Why?
family.
Oh my God,
Are you
I didn't
one of the
think
siblings?
about it.
Ah, right.
Oh my God, I did not even think
Abigail,
about
yeah.
that.
So I call it Gail, just to drive her nuts.
Brilliant, I love that.
Yeah.
Have you had shit yesterday?
No.
Oh, you said it.
No, I missed that, which was a very sad moment for my life.
I know,
But no, and look, this is much tougher than a normal event because even the Christmas I don't really know that well. I think that they're going on a weird angle, but I get that he's not as bad as what we have in Victoria, so it doesn't bring up the emotions when I saw it. So that was probably the closest I've gotten to a premiere without completely. If the Prime Minister came here, I don't know if I could be as composed about it, but I don't think I'd be the only one. I think a lot of people.
You get mobbed, yeah.
I wish more people were here when he was here this morning to have a go.
What did you do? Just like
He literally went without, and nobody could go near him, in and out.
Did they come? Oh, they came in the green screen.
And then on the video, it was well done. I had to come and say hello. I love your videos.
Nice to meet you guys. Take care.
Safe
Stay
travels back to
safe.
Melbourne.
Stay safe as well.
You know what? Like people, it's a weird thing for me. It's the most horrible event that I knew was coming, but nobody, like people are crazy. Like they thought that I'm almost just exaggerating and complaining about this whole thing. Like I live on the front line. I know. I can see the escalation of the rhetoric, the Jew hate, the actual violent thing from doing what I do, and because I don't live within the Jewish community like I said. And then that happened, I'm like now my phone is full of messages from people that I know, like loosely know them, going, oh man, so sorry. And it's like, so a lot of them, some of them are, but like there's some people, like, where have you been for 2 years when I've been saying this? You have to wait till there's 15, 20, I don't even know what's going to happen. The numbers are scary to think where this is going. Yeah. Alright, let's get a few more interviews happening and see you later, guys. Oh, that rabbi was great. nephew of the woman. It was really good.
From Canberra, you remember the protest long space.
In Canberra, COVID.
Thank you for those you know.
Thank you, brother. Are you from around? Where are you from?
I do the market every Sunday.
Oh, you do the market here?
And, yesterday the girl was working for me. She's from Bondi.
Are you a Marino?
I'm shy. I'm shy.
You're shy. You're shy.
I live with Jewish landlord for 8 years. When the COVID was, I had some problems. He didn't. I was like living rent free. His wife was feeding me, cooking. His wife was feeding me, giving me food, and they didn't kick me out. They could kick me out of the home, and this is what they did.
Yeah. So you're saying, thanks, brother. All right. Let's talk to a couple more. Let's see if we can get a couple more of the victims. I want the survivors that were there.
Oh, okay. You are my legend. I'm sorry. I just love you. I swear. I love you.
My wife's
Nina,
watching.
I don't care. You are a legend. Okay?
To who?
Oh, do you want Alex?
No. I want milk.
Genuine. Average people.
I don't need spokesmen. I want people who got through. There was one guy that I'm really looking for that I...
Yeah, Avi. I had CBS News come. You're pro us, right? Oh, we're equal. Nobody wants to talk to you.
Yeah. All right, let's...
Avi?
How you doing? How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Are you local?
Yeah.
How's it feel to be here tonight? I was thinking Chabad in Sydney is pretty weak, that I didn't get asked once. We'll do tefillin. You know, you got to be proud of the Jewness today more than any time. Let's do it.
Come on, you do it.
I'll even reel my hair for it. Come. Listen, today, usually I don't do it during mid-filming, but today I think we need to be extra proud about our Jewishness, even though, and tell the rabbi what I ate for lunch.
Do you want a donut?
One second, let me get you a yarmulke.
Have another tefillin layer. Alan wants to put tefillin. Hi, how are you?
Right here.
A ver, una guipa. You write your message.
I can. No, but I remember learning that you have to read it, I did the short one. I don't know what that went into. That went out of Shema.
It's the costume today, so...
Oh, that's today.
I'm saying we have 1,000 people do this job.
Oh.
There's something happening around the women's shul at 6:30.
Today?
Which hosted the event yesterday. So,
Yeah.
So it's at 6:30.
What's happening there?
They're not even right there, but I mean, it's probably 7 o'clock. There'll be 1,000 people there.
Oh, what are they doing? Like a...
It's a bit of a memorial.
Okay.
The two rabbis who died were there.
Okay, we'll go. Well, I guess we're going to...
Avi, how you going?
Yeah,
my mate Lewis is probably back home in 1 not really been interviewed by.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's two things.
So he, the one who's from the back, so he's the brother. Domi's brother.
Channel 7. I think just Channel 7. Friends are blowing up.
Yeah, yeah, I'll come to sure.
But he also is a bit hesitant to do things, but when I brought up your name, it was happy.
Yeah, we'll sit down. Because
Also,
I'll
after
do a
the interview,
Let me give me
I actually, someone gave me. Someone gave me your number and called you, messaged you, but I don't know if that was even the right number.
Wish I actually got shoulder tested.
Yeah, right, mate. Is that your brother?
Is it one of
Comes
these?
from an unknown
I've
number.
got a lot of.
Yeah, you'd have heaps.
What do you
Just
want to
take down his number, and if Dobby wants to chat or what.
Yeah, fine. I mean, I've got to ask him. I don't
Yeah,
know.
of course.
Hold on, let me just. Why don't you just add yourself and send yourself a message from me, and then I know.
You fucking screen.
Write it in there.
Well, all right, Dobby.
Right, whoever's a point of contact, and I'll come during the day when it's like there's nothing happening.
I don't know if he.
If he's
yeah,
up,
yeah.
I'll give you your number.
Channel 7 is going to the house.
No, we would go exiting the hospital.
Oh, so it was like an interview while walking. Or did he stop?
Yeah, no, we stopped. We spoke for 6 minutes. They only took like 20 seconds, but we bagged out the whole time. Nah, and they were like, oh.
Who was that? Did you send yourself a message? Oh,
No, not yet.
Hold on, let me just write you a message, and you have my.
When did you get in?
Just a few hours ago. I don't know how to use. They've updated all this stuff, and I do not know how to use these phones anymore.
Yeah, let me pass it here. I'll
How
get
do you go?
his number.
Oh, there. It's a,
There?
there you go. I think it goes. Yeah.
No, go back. ZUSHA. No, just send a message. It's so hard.
Chat. Go to chat. Yeah. I think I got it now. They've
Couple
updated.
of scientists over here. He has a degree to send a message from this.
They've
phone.
updated all this stuff, and I don't. Is that Zusha? There. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
it.
Just message him Zionist.
Who's it? Wait, this is the one that.
No,
No,
that's
I
him.
just
That's
thought-
I was thinking, what have I done?
Avi, cheers.
Light the menorah. Let's go. Benji, come. They're going to light the menorah here. We've got a couple very good interviews.
Who's that guy? The guy, what say with the ponytail?
Just come.
candle that was extinguished by darkness. But tonight, we will all light together a second candle. And I implore all those that are Jewish can go home and light the candles with your family. Light the candles, bring the light into your own home, bring the warmth. And everyone else in the broader society who's come to say no to evil. We also implore you to add in light, bring good deeds to the world. Take an opportunity to be kind to someone. Take an opportunity to make peace with someone else. Take an opportunity to be that shining light amongst your friends and family. Reach out to anyone in need who you know. And we hope and we are taught that lightness will always persevere. Darkness has no power where you light a candle. It could be a dark evening. It could be a dark room. And one little candle dispels all the darkness. So we're going to make the blessings. We'll answer Amen. And then we'll ask everyone to join us in songs of peace and prayer for healing.
if you think it's important for the world to know the truth about what happened here just 24 hours ago, make sure to like, comment, and share it with everyone. And then head over to protectthejews.com.au, add your name to the thousands that are demanding better from our government. Not more legislation around gun control, not more hate speech laws, actual action against the problem. Protectthejews.com.au and bookmark it. That way you can follow everything we cover relating to this story here in Sydney over the next few days or weeks, whatever it is. Protectthejews.com.au.
Take from the flame, take from the light of the candles, bring it into your own light, spread peace, spread tolerance, and for all of us Jewish people, let us know that Am Yisrael Chai, we have been here for thousands of years, we have survived, we have thrived, and no evil, no darkness has any power
Israel about 8 times, helping the firefight. And send me an email, it'd be nice to touch base.
What is it?
Operation Fire Support. That's, I started a charity to help Israel back in 2019 because of all the fires in the south.
Yeah.
Bondi.
I'll give you my number.
I appreciate it.
Kevin? You don't have my number, do you?
I don't.
I'll give you my number.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, sorry. I took all the way back and I realised we
As from
Where are you
West
based?
Russell.
You're here.
Yeah.
No, in Sydney.
Yeah. Okay. Shoot. So that's +61.
Yeah. Just WhatsApp me and smash me.
God bless, bro.
Whatever. Thank you.
Keep it up.
Need a strong voice enough to games. Dealt with many opportunities. Not what you were. Awesome. And something good. How you going, mate? You alright?
That guy you said you mentioned. What shirt is he wearing?
I have no idea.
Colour?
It was like a big guy.
Thank you for doing
Thank
this.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything that
Thank
you
you,
do.
brother.
We'll wait for a second, yeah.
There's another thing around the corner. Release my brother. Come around here. There's definitely a heap for the report. There's 3.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I've got that.
Yeah.
I love your show. I love your show.
Thank you.
You are a hero. You really do well.
Can I do a selfie? Out too?
Can I get into?
Oh, hang on. Right.
Quickly, he's probably
Sorry, mate.
busy.
No, you're all
Thank
So,
you.
No worries.
I see you.
Pleasure to meet you.
All right there, mate. Let me see if I can see this. If I spot this one guy, but otherwise he might be at that synagogue. So that's I could get him there. Doesn't that look like Paul Dowsley from behind? No. There was one guy that I had. I think he was going to be good. I did 2 videos. I think one. I love everything you do. Thank you.
Yep.
Paul Dowsley is huge. The thing is, who's that?
The reporter? That guy there.
Paul Bowser, yeah, it's funny. He's a Melbourne reporter.
He looks so unassuming.
We had the one with the bald hair.
Yeah, just here. Oh, yeah.
Good old friend of mine.
Someone
I
told
smashed him at the
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah, I do remember.
Amazing.
Did you add that? No, just somebody.
At the.
Thank you for speaking up and standing.
It was at the. I think we have not like unless I get another.
There was a girl that told me to come to Wellington 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, because 6:30 it
Half an
started.
hour okay. So
We
maybe
can go
it's-
there now.
Let's go. It's 850
How far?
meters away.
Walk it, yeah.
I suppose.
Let's just keep the live running. We're
If
gonna run.
my car's on the way, we'll just drive.
Yeah. Just, we're just going live. You know. Poor guy. What I did there.
Oh, did you really hurt?
Oh, he cried. And I remember that friend. We were like, oh really? No, but he jumped me hard. Like. So we're just going to walk now to the synagogue. Yeah, it's the one right here, I think. The synagogue, I think there's some sort of memorial there. All the cops here, man. One of them started me.
They said to you in your face, man.
Michael. He's like, oh, crazy. The right one.
Oh, it's right.
The dark. No, they bought him. They probably swapped him.
You go right. We go right.
Yeah, Afghani. Yeah. They'll probably come and they got flowers. No, but they're like, the thing is, I'll say, like, it's a mind. No, it's not. I think there's a minority that are genuine, that are coming and doing it. Or it's a virtue signal that, like, the Greens came here, like, you think they really believe in this? It's like,
That's right. Tickets, you reckon there'll be ticket inspectors now? It'd be pretty rough on the day. I'll challenge that. What's that? Memorial.
hot mic. There you go, mate. You're good. How you going? How you going?
Thanks, mate.
How
Can
you
you
going?
have a good work?
Stay safe, huh?
No, guys, I'm doing it.
Those events just become also a bit full on because you've got to say hi to so many people. There's a limit to how much you can fake a smile. So we're going now just to the synagogue to see, I think there's a memorial there. And there I imagine there's also going to be a lot of the people that were at the event last night. So we spoke to a couple that were pretty full on when they described that.
Good witnesses.
Oh, one of the guys, the nephew
Oh, who died?
of the rabbi, yeah, and he gave a really good, I think, powerful interview. And then one was like protecting his kids. He showed me videos of like, you know.
The bald, is that the tall bald guy?
No, a little one. There was a Russian guy that I thought would be good.
And he wasn't good, that guy?
No, I didn't get him. I didn't get him because I said I'll come back to him, and then I. Are you all right, Benj?
We're 13 minutes walk away.
Oh, really?
Should have driven.
Are you sure it's that far?
Says here, Wellington, yeah. I mean, that's where she told me to come to. Should I have driven? Could have driven.
Yeah, but there's probably going to be parking there anyway. I'm getting hungry.
I'm starving.
I want to see what's happening at this night, just because that's like...
No, of course. You've got to...
Really into your walking, aren't you?
I'm not. Although I did get these, oh man, these shoes. Physio told me you've got to get Brooks for my, because I've got the arthritis.
Yeah.
Completely different game. Top of the, changed my whole experience walking. Getting the mindset.
It's already live on like...
100 times.
Yeah, you got thousands on. Tuning into every word about yours.
My fancy Brooks. If you have arthritis, I suggest you...
What is that? Fancy shoes on. There you go. You guys are coming to watch us walk from the memorial at the site to the synagogue. This is what we have to usually do when you're not watching us. Especially when my brother's got fancy new shoes. Really wants to test them out. I've got one way, so I haven't booked back, just to cancel it. I think because there's a lot's going to develop from like there'll be press at that memorial once it's a couple of days in, or press conferences. You can't hear me? It cuts. There's 29 still, I think, in. Yeah, there's 16 confirmed, 29 still in. Well, I don't know. There's 29 injured, but there are some in critical. They don't really know. Like, I don't know if they know the degree in which half of them are in. Like when you talk to the person, that person that I spoke, the first one was